Mississippi River, home to the king of rock and roll and also the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Tulane Green Wave taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Memphis Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Memphis Tigers offense will start this game off with the football. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well today.
Lewis to throw. Under fire. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on 3rd down.
Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Looks it in at the 40. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. So the Tulane Green Wave offense will have its first chance to go on the attack. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule.
There he goes. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback really has to fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. Back to pass, it's Jennings. Got the quick pass. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Green Wave lining up, facing 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Green Wave! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. He's going for the big play. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Johnson. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Memphis will be forced to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. To throw, it's Jennings. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
First down for the offense.
Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab on the left. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. The Green Wave with plenty of options here on 2nd and short. Quarterback on the keeper. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's good enough for a first down.
The play action fake. Pocket breaking down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Those play-action passes take a little bit longer to develop, right? Because you still have the fake, and then the quarterback turns his back to the defense, has to reset. You got to protect him a little bit better than that, or the fake's got to be a lot better.
The Green Wave put itself in a mess behind the sticks here on 2nd down. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28. The Green Wave in a world of hurt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
And an early completion for this dude, but you'll see a lot of that. I mean, he's been unreal this season. Like, spreading the football around, multiple guys. Every game you look up, he's putting up huge numbers. This offense is built around his ability to throw the football, and that's why he's one of the best in all of college football.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Off the play fake. Trying to bull his way in. Touchdown, Green Wave. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
They've been talking about this one all week inside the MAC, guys. Let's give you a quick recap of how it went down. UMass pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. The Minutemen were clicking in every phase of the game, and the results speak for themselves. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update.
Second down coming up.
Lewis wants to pass. They'll run the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short.
You don't even see quarterbacks under center very often, but when you do, and it's short yardage, you kind of know what's coming, but it didn't matter. Quarterback does a great job. Find some space, keep those feet moving, just fall forward, get that yardage, and he gets the big first down.
Hard-nosed, determined effort to work his way up to the 35-yard line. Second down, they'll go to the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And listen, QB job number one, take care of the football. We got to understand when to give up on plays. We got to understand when we feel people around us and take care of the football. You can't put the ball on the turf continuously. This guy's done it several weeks in a row now, so got to take care of that football.
They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. We've reached the break, and it's Tulane on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. The Green Wave dealing with the second down as we resume play. To the ground with the back. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be fourth down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. It's good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, sudden change situation. You got to give this defense credit. Their offense just turned it over. They held tight. They didn't allow a touchdown, and they forced their opponent to kick a field goal. Nice job.
Sets a kickoff.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Wants to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle, it's Thompson. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play, they'll go back to the air. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. On third and short, the run and looking for the first down. He didn't get it. Not only that, he lost yardage. So they'll send out the field goal unit. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Absolutely center cut. That'll close the gap to 14.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. The run from the shotgun. On the spin move. Breaks into the open. How about that play on the ground? They get him out of bounds at the 34.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time, they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that's a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Got a man, it's Hayes. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. On the direct snap, it's Mobley. He breaks a tackle. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. And it slips just inside that right upright. And that lead grows even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Tigers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up. Punt is in the air. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Scanning the field, it's Jennings. Just a short pass to the tight end. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. Tulane lines up on 3rd and short. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They bring the punter onto the field now. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Off play action on 1st down. Looking down the middle. Got him downfield. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Tulane now facing third and forever. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hawkins. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Memphis will send the punt team onto the field. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Caught by the tight end. Mark down at the 50. Brings up 2nd down.
Off play action. He lobs one high down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line, it's Neal. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Quickly to the flat, and the wide receiver screen. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The throw to the outside is complete. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Toledo was able to cap off a close one inside the Glass Bowl with a narrow victory. And that's the mark of a solid program. Pile up wins, build on games like these, and remain focused on the big picture. Guys, I look at the preseason coaches poll and compare it to where the MAC is right now, and man, what a difference.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Throws to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's Johnson. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Hawkins. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Caught over the middle. It's Hawkins. Stopped just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9. And here on 2nd down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. On the run from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Memphis. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Simmons Bank Liberty Stadium.
Memphis ready to kick it deep and get the 2nd half going. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense working from the pistol. On the run, it's Barnes. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Tulane comes to the line. Lots of work to do on 3rd down. Back to throw. It's Jennings. Sets up the screen. Crosses the 35. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
First down for the offense.
Reads it, fires complete. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd down.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Tulane! And the route is on. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Lewis to throw. He hurls one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And back to the air on second down. Finding an escape route. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. When you've already sent your punter out 4 times, at least he knows he's going to get his varsity letter, and his leg might get a bigger workout if they don't convert. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Complete to start this drive. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down.
Second down coming up.
Pulls and fires complete. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying the left side. Powers through the defender. Oh my, circle. Spinderella. Put him in the spin cycle and picked up the 1st down.
And that's good enough for a 1st down.
They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Makes the catch. Hard running there. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down.
He's tackled.
New set of downs after the completion.
And 1st down.
They'll go with a direct snap. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. Now the play fake. Fires complete on the crosser. They'll wrestle it down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Well, we've seen this a couple times on this drive now, but having a lot of success with the quarterback sneak, and there's something going on up front right now, whether it's just the offensive line getting a better push or he's finding the crease to the right side of the center or to the left side. Whatever he's doing, it's working. The defense has not been able to stop him, and they just ride the center and the QB sneaks.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. It's complete to the left. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Memphis, 6. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Lewis wants to pass. He's got his man. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be 4th down. Punt is on its way. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking for space, it's Barnes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Oh, he's got some space. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Near the 49-yard line. 1st down for the offense.
Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7.
2nd down.
Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Green Wave trying to move the chains on 3rd and short.
Down coming.
He'll keep it himself. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36.
1st down for the offense.
Out of the gun to give to the back. Strikes first, delivers the punch, and works his way to the 31.
At the 31.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grab near the sticks, it's Hayes. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. The Green Wave working with a fresh set of downs. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The give to the tailback. Spins away from the defense. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. See if they can get it done on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down to the 2. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Green Wave. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give is to Smith. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. And the misconnection on the first attempt. See if he gets a little looser. Memphis will be forced to punt. Now on the return. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line. They stop him and knock him out of bounds. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Here's the handoff. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Finds the tight end. Turning it on! Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Back to the ground game on the left. He's in open space downfield. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Caught behind the line. It's Preston. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now setting up shop in the red zone. Run in the red zone. It's Barnes. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes a 3rd down situation, and the defense has had no answer so far. The give to the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Tulane with an opportunity on 1st and goal. Trying to bully their way in. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it.
Memphis, 6.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush is on him. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the 4th quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after you, as you saw it on that sack there.
The Tigers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll move the tight end. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Gets rid of it. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. Memphis getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Looking to scramble. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty. Big tight end makes the grab, 1st down, still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throwing right. Got his man. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Hit that one with some aggression for the point after. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score.
Memphis, 13.
Looking for blockers. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Brings up 2nd down.
They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.